what's up, cheaters? We're back with the Cheat Day Show, where we're living your cheat day each week. We meet comedians, athletes, models, authors, and all-around interesting people and discuss their eating habits and their cheating habits. Then our professional food expert will make them a cheat meal on steroids. Today is a very special episode. We are recording live from the basement of Prince Street Pizza with our food expert today, all-around food expert and pizza man, Dominic Morano. What's up, Dominic?
What's going on, guys?
The Prince of Prince Street Pizza.
That's right, the Prince of Prince Street Pizza. And joining us, our celebrity this afternoon. He's an author, he's an actor, all-around entertainer, TJ Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
Celebrity, low standards already. That's what I'm getting. Well, and we couldn't be recording upstairs because there's no room. It's absolutely packed. People are yelling at each other outside, "Are you online?" Which is the only place in America where they say online, and they don't mean the internet.
Normally, when you ask someone to do a podcast, they have okay, it's just a podcast, but you never think, it's actually going to be in the basement of a pizzeria surrounded by boxes.
I'm so happy about it.
It's
and
amazing.
You sent me a picture of the Ben Bailey episode, and you guys were spread out. You were at a booth. You were eating all kinds of food. I said, no, this is a standing-only situation. But yeah, I've known Dominic for a long time now, a few years. And this is by far, in my opinion, the best pizza in the world. And I've been lucky to taste quite a bit of pizza worldwide.
You're a pizza connoisseur.
I think you're underselling it with quite.
Yeah.
You've been here more times than I can count.
Yeah. And I think when I'm in town, I have to come here once a week, at the least. I'm
minimum.
Yeah.
You eat pizza once a week?
I mean, I try. I know it sounds crazy on Cheat Day podcast, but I try and make this a meal as often as I can. Yeah. But sometimes I used to come here and get 2 slices or 2 Sicilian slices, and that would be the meal for the day. And now I've kind of tried to keep it to 1. But also, you guys stopped carrying beer, right? You don't have the Peronis anymore.
It started getting a
2
little
slices
too wild.
Isn't the worst, right?
Okay, 2 slices of pizza, no beer. What's your go-to? What slice do you grab?
Oh, always the pepperoni Sicilian slice, the Soho Square.
That's what it's called? Spring.
Yeah.
You want to explain that to us there, Dominic? What exactly?
It's a Sicilian with a fried diavolo sauce, which for the common people is just a spicy marinara sauce, or marinara for the other people. I just refuse to say it that way because
so
I just
real.
wasn't born that way.
The other
it's
people.
All real. Yeah. Civilians.
Most people have love in their
common
face.
folk.
As comedians
call
call them civilians. Yeah, right, exactly.
Those other people.
And just a low moisture fresh mozzarella, because if you get like a really high moisture fresh mozzarella, it's going to make the pie really, really, really soggy, and you don't want to eat that. It's like eating a club of dough. So you get a low moisture so it doesn't run as much, it doesn't bleed, with a special cut Italian pepperoni and a little bit of pecorino. And
it is, by far, I think the dough, too, is, if you're going to eat, and this is, I think, what we're going to be talking about, if you're going to have carbohydrates, you want to spend them wisely, And so the dough for me is one of the best parts of the pizza. But everything, it is perfection, top to bottom, and it's pretty amazing. I mean, it's so good that Kate sometimes will say in other cities, "Let's go get pizza," and I'll say, "I don't think it's worth. There's no way it's going to be even 1/100th as good as a slice here."
Dude, the last time
and
we
Joe's is a great slice. That's a great
no.
That's a great round slice. I like it a lot.
New York slice, yeah.
And he has sent me to some other really good pizza places. Pizza Wagon, I thought was really good.
Where's Pizza Wagon at?
Bay Ridge, bro.
Oh, all right.
Bay
That's
Ridge.
a big one.
And that slice is really, really good. But it's kind of not worth wasting that.
If you're going to pull the trigger.
Pizza. Yeah.
Because I'd asked you what, originally you were like, I don't have a cheat day. Every day's my cheat day, is what you had said to me. So, but I feel like you kind of spend your pizza wisely.
Well, I think, and what I was going to ask you, so I have a bunch of questions. One, I don't know how you work within this world and you're not like 300 pounds, because I would be eating pizza every single day. And then also,
so for the listeners, he's a handsome guy. He's a handsome guy. He's in shape.
He's
298.
Right.
He's tan.
Yeah.
He's got good hair.
He's got his hand to his chin.
He's in
glamour shots.
He's a former athlete, a former baseball player.
But I think,
you guys are gassing me the fuck up.
Do you work out though or no?
Fuck no.
No, really?
Dude, I haven't seen the gym since like 16, bro.
So do you get sick of pizza?
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Dude,
that
it's
must be
it's
it.
just natural. You get sick of anything that's too much. And I feel bad because I don't want to sound like a dick, but I know I have good pizza and I enjoy eating it. But I like to take a break from it sometimes because I like to appreciate a lot more when I haven't
then you
had
come
it.
back. I think that's the case with almost everything. So
Yeah.
I believe there's a lot of things that I love, but I'll sort of back off of it for a while, then to come back and enjoy it fully. I think.
Not everybody's like that, dude. I get one guy. I'm going to give him a shout. His name's Curtis. He works in the neighborhood. Dude comes in every single day,
Wow.
2 slices of pepperoni and a Diet Coke. I'm like, yo, what's up, Curtis? He's like, oh, what's going on, man? I was like, the usual? Yep.
So good.
Every day
Wow.
I see that guy.
Consistency.
Yeah, and so what I meant when, because I wanted to ask you, so do you do a once a week? You actually do a cheat day? Because
Yeah.
it's a common thing.
Yeah. So
So-
I used to be 300 pounds.
Yeah.
I was
Get the
not-
fuck
I,
outta here.
I
No,
was,
that's real.
I
And
was,
I
was
also
not an
can't-
athlete.
But
Are
no,
you
but I
serious?
also I know, and I also can't. I can't even imagine what you looked like. I can't even.
Oh, there's
Fat.
photos.
Yeah. There's photos.
I don't know
But-
what
but-
300 pounds looks like. Fat.
But that's really amazing that not only did you used to weigh that much, but you also now, and I've known you for a year now at least, more than that, and you've kept it really consistent. So that's why I was interested, because I first heard about the idea of a cheat day, Sunday brunch, whatever, in Hollywood, which makes perfect sense. But I didn't quite understand that because I think I'm so extreme that I either am kind of, I'll just eat what I want when I want, or I go the exact opposite of the spectrum. If I'm cutting weight for a roll or something, then I'm really eating just breakfast, which is egg whites in an omelet, and then maybe spinach or chicken or lunch meats or something for lunch. And then I won't eat at night. So I won't eat actually 8 to 12 hours before I go to sleep.
Are you cutting now? I feel like you're in a cutting cycle.
Yeah, I'm headed to that point. I think, Kate and I talked today about how I think I've just done I'm done with the other side of it. I'm done with sort of eating whatever I want, drinking beer, all that. Like that just feels
The fun side.
Yeah, the fun side. No, but also just the heavy side, you know? And not only just weight, it's just like you feel weighted down a little bit. And then, so I'll flip to not drinking, not eating at night, absolutely no carbohydrates, nothing but fish and light meats, and so much spinach. Just more spinach than a person would want to eat.
What's the most weight you've ever cut for a thing? And in what
Cut
amount of
60
time?
pounds.
And in what time frame is that?
Well, when I did Underwater, I cut. Yeah, the last movie I did, I went from 256 to 233 in like a week and a half.
Wow.
How the fuck did you do that?
I mean,
What's your
ju-
secret? I need to know.
No,
Bulimia.
just yeah, right. No, just what I said. I mean, and then I've done 60 pounds in like 3 weeks,
Jeez.
and it's
20
not,
pounds a week?
Yeah.
Holy Christ.
So it's and it has to be, by the way, it's not like running or something, but it has to be like a lot. I mean, I'm doing 100 push-ups or more a day, 34 sets of push-ups, like 34 push-ups in sets throughout the day. I'm walking 20 to 30,000 steps, and then I'm really, really only eating the bare minimum of what a person really needs. And then if you don't eat, and this is what happens, 12 hours before you go to sleep, then your body just sort of uses everything that it possibly can at night. And then you wake up, but that becomes...
I mean, you're setting your alarm. You're like, well, 2:30. That was my last meal today.
Yeah, but you know what? You don't get hungry. And then when you wake up, you're so hungry.
Yeah.
And then you have a little bit of yogurt or probiotics always to start, because you need just a little bit of food to start your digestion. And then you really aren't that hungry. And then I get very specific about waking up, weighing myself, and that becomes sort of what you're focused on. So instead of focusing on, what's going to be my next meal, you're like, okay, I dropped 3.7 pounds last night. Okay, wow, I dropped 2.1 pounds last night. And then it's just day to day, and then that just builds and builds and builds. And you get, it's sort of exciting in the morning. You're like, okay, well, what did I burn last night? And you feel very light, and it's sort of a good feeling But it's extreme. I mean, it's really, you have to really imagine that a person can go from 265 to 240 in days, not weeks, and that's very, very, very extreme.
Sure.
What were you gonna say? Sorry.
You weighing yourself every day?
Yeah. You only do it when you wake up, because if you do it when you go to sleep, you're kind of like...
No, your true weight is when you wake up.
And I think also if you go to sleep and you're like, oh, here's what,
But that wouldn't drive you crazy?
You wake up, that's what you're looking forward to, because you don't get to have a big pancake breakfast. And you also, I mean, not to be crass, but you're also seeing, when you defecate, how much weight you're losing. So it comes down to that level of tracking. And the only other person I've ever met who does either of any of this is Jennifer Aniston and Jason Bateman. And Jason Bateman runs like 5 miles or 15 miles a day,
Jeez.
I forget. And he won't eat after 6 p.m. And then Jennifer Aniston has a food scale, but both of them are just very conscious of like, this is the way I want to look, and I don't want it to change either direction.
Sinatra used to travel with 2 scales.
Really?
Yeah.
Double check.
Yeah, double check. double check.
I don't know if I'm that crazy. Right, exactly. Yeah.
I sweat when I eat, man.
You're weighing your defecation.
But on the
you're fine.
On
Things are fine.
on the other side, then I'll sort of be like, should I have a third hamburger today? When it's the other side of it. And I don't think that's necessarily healthy. But I do think it's kind of, that sort of matches my general outlook on life. It's like Dionysus or Apollo.
You're also kind of a big guy, though, too, right? Like, how tall are you?
6'3".
6'2", and you're kind of wide, too. Like, not in an overweight way. Like, your stature, whatever, maybe you're muscular, whatever you want to call it.
he has a large frame.
No, but I do like that.
You have
It's
very
true.
inviting eyes. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I'm wearing
No,
sunglasses.
you have a big...
in a basement.
Even when you're on camera, you look even friggin' taller, man.
Well, so Kate will sort of say, I'll sort of be like, all right, I got to cut weight. And she'll be like, I have a frame where I can carry, I mean, I'm 256.3 right now. And, but I'll go.
He hasn't shit yet.
Right, exactly. I'll go to, when I was doing Ehrlich in Silicon Valley, I was at 265. And it doesn't look a lot different than 245. But then when I go to like 233, like I did for this last movie, it looks very different. And then I haven't done this in a while because I just am not interested in living that way. But, 225,
Wow.
I look very different.
When were you 225?
1998. No, I mean,
Place the film.
I'll sort of go, Weasel was really, I got really cut for that. But then for Underwater, which is coming out January 10th, please go and enjoy that thriller. It's going to be a great film.
I already texted you about it. It looks awesome, man.
The trailer's great, right?
Yeah, dude.
So for that, I was like 228, but I was really, then I started to like build muscle because I had to look like a miner, like an actual. So then I sort of skipped up to like 236 because I was like lifting, and I never do. I only do 34 push-ups at a time. I only lift 25-pound weights.
Why 34? What is that number?
I just think if you're a guy who does 35 push-ups, you're kind of a dick. You know what I mean? If you're going to do 40 or 50 push-ups, you're kind of an asshole.
So you can't do 34.
I put it right there. And then I only lift 25-pound weights, but I'll do it throughout the day. So then I started being, I look like I would not want to fuck with me when I was like doing Underwater. But, right now, I think somebody would spill meatballs on my shorts and they'd be like, that's fine. This guy's not going to fuck us.
That somebody's Dominic.
Yeah. Well, and so, and I wanted to ask this.
What's up?
So when you're not eating pizza, which it sounds like you kind of get sick of it, what is your, like, go-to? Are you a big hamburger guy? Are you a big... Like, what do you go for? Or are you eating macrobiotic weirdo quinoa shit?
Hell no, bro.
Sure, because that's the vibe you got.
Yeah, right, exactly. Especially, bro, yeah.
Bro, I want
I
some
eat-
quinoa. What's the matter with you?
Bro, quinoa.
Can I say one
Is
thing?
that quinoa? Are we talking
before
about
Dominic
quinoa?
goes
You
into
seriously
his
gonna put fucking
don't think
gluten in that, you son of a bitch?
I actually like quinoa. My wife makes it pretty good. She makes like a
Yeah,
quinoa salad. It's
yeah,
like with
Kate's-
red onions, carrots, chickpeas. I enjoy all types of food. There's like really like
That's so
one-
interesting. Yeah, Kate does the same thing. So healthy. The food is so healthy, so good.
But there's like one specific food that I really can't eat that makes me like thoroughly vomit. Indian food.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
what is
spices.
so what is your go-to? If it's not
If it's not pizza, Italian food. Honestly, I don't
so
know.
What? So pasta?
Pasta. I love chicken. I love steaks. I love sushi.
Oh, so you'll go for like a steak dinner if you're gonna go out.
100%.
Yeah, and you like sushi too.
Love sushi. I really don't eat Italian food out because I don't think anybody makes better Italian food than my mother.
Wow.
So I'm just not even going to waste my money.
I love that you went, wow, like any Italian family has ever been like, you know what? I go to Olive Garden. I don't care for
Italian
my mother's
cuisine.
Italian food.
Listen, the refillable breadsticks can't go wrong.
Yeah, refillable, unlimited.
Well, I'm just
that's,
thinking about-
that's how long it's been since you went to Olive Garden.
They got $2 box wine glasses.
No,
there.
but I'm thinking this is who you want to make your pizza. If he says your Italian mom is the greatest ever, and then your name is Dominic from Staten Island, that's who you want making pizza. TJ, you said this is the greatest pizza you've ever eaten in the world. That's who you want making it. He's the guy.
Oh,
I know,
100%. You
but-
want a guy that's making pizza that just
Yeah,
reeks of
but
garlic.
But it's not just that this is great pizza. It's like I have gone to so many places. This is the best. It's
Now
just the best.
you guys are packed upstairs, but you were telling us earlier it would
Packed.
start that
People
way.
are outside asking each other, like, "Are you online? Are you on? Where are you?" No, we're waiting for people to come out, but we can't fit in the restaurant.
Dude,
Yeah,
like
but
when
you didn't start that way. You built this business.
Hell no, bro. Hell no. When we took this place over after the original Rays closed down that was here for 54 years.
Wait, so back up, because just explain what Rays is and your relationship with them, because I think that's really important for people listening.
It wasn't really serious. My dad kind of knew him. Nothing
But
really.
Ray's famous original. I mean, that's like one of the
Rays
original.
Rays
beats.
became like a New York, like not like a joke, but it became a staple because Rays, the name was never patented. So it became like a joke around the city to name every pizzeria Rays. So there was Rays, original Rays, original famous Rays, famous original Rays, Rays and Nicks,
really?
not Rays. Yeah, it was like 14 Rays. But
Yeah.
this
I
one
didn't
was
know any of that.
Oh,
this
yeah.
one was
Oh,
the
yeah.
legitimate first one. It was here for 54
Wow.
years. They shut their because this used to be a pizzeria and a restaurant next door.
Yeah.
Oh wait, so Ray's was here?
This is the original one. Yes.
Wait,
Even
where-
though
where are we
all,
for their
They all
listeners?
claim to be the original. This is the original.
greatest day of my life.
What's our address here? So-
27 Prince Street.
Now I
in
took
New York City.
I took some photos.
Prince
There-
and Mott, between
the
Mott and
foundation
Elizabeth.
Yep.
is trees. There's actual trees as the foundation holding up the
Really?
ceiling. Yeah, right over there.
God.
I took photos. I'll post them later.
That's
but-
how you know
yeah.
it's real, man.
Don't worry, they'll be on the internet.
But this was the original Rays, and my father was a jeweler actually for about 16 years on 47th Street.
You know what? I get that feel. I do. I feel like if I walked into a place where I would end up leaving with a ring and be like, Kate, I bought this. I don't know why, but I definitely did.
It came with the pizza.
Yeah.
I don't get.
Sound like a great idea.
Pizza and a
Also,
pinky ring. It just was happened.
Yeah, Sicilian slice and a pinky ring. But yeah, so so Ray's, so that closed, and then you guys
We just
right away.
We just jumped in. It sounds kind of mean to say, but we just hopped in their grave basically.
Yeah,
And we were
that
actually.
does sound mean.
I
to
would
say.
have put it
does sound
differently.
it does sound mean.
Yeah, we picked up the ball.
Yeah.
No,
It does sound
They
jumped in their
died,
grave.
and we just rolled over into their grave.
But we were actually going to keep the Rays name. And we something happened in the closing agreements. I don't know. I usually tend not to ask my father things that don't involve me. I'm seen. I'm not
The
heard.
Italian way.
Exactly. It didn't
like
work
where
out.
all these pinky rings came from.
It just didn't work out. And then my dad said, fuck it, we're just going to do our own thing. We're going to call it Prince Street Pizza. I said, all right. And he has actually a lot of history here, my father. My grandfather grew up, he was born on Elizabeth Street. My grandmother, his
Yeah,
wife,
that I-
born on Mott Street. And my father, when he got married to my mother, their wedding reception, because they were both on their second marriage at the time, so they just got married at City Hall just to
The
get
real Italian way.
Yeah, just to get it quickly done. Their wedding reception was at Ray's restaurant. Right next door.
Really?
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of history here.
And I gotta say, just to give a shout out, like your family is so amazing.
Thank
Every
you.
time I come in here, I really do feel like it's family. And what's also amazing to me, well, so two questions.
Go ahead.
Well, one statement and one question. One is that you guys are like so passionate about not just pizza, but feeding people, making people happy. They want that experience. That people come in here and they leave going, wow, that was worth it. That was a great piece of pizza. Then second, when did you guys become so popular? Because I was here and it was busy for sure.
It wasn't as busy.
Yeah, but now it's fucking crazy.
And you know what's even crazier? I didn't even peak yet, bro. I'm still working.
Oh well, and by the way, I don't want to like dip into this unless you want to, but I was in Los Angeles this last weekend.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something about that, and Joe's has a location on Hollywood Boulevard, and Joe's is like known for being one of the best slices in the city for sure. Is that something that you're interested in expanding, or do you want to just continue to grow this empire?
No, we've had discussions about it. We're just trying to go through all the paperwork, see if it even makes sense at the time for this.
I don't think that people in Los Angeles are as passionate about. Feels like Joe's is a lot about like, I'm shit-faced. It's, after the bars have closed, which is 2 there, and I'd like to get pizza. Whereas here, I really do. I've had pretty intense discussions about pizza with people where they're just like, bullshit. You know the best
why?
pizza's in Brooklyn. I'm like, that's not.
You know why that's the fact?
Why?
They guess why?
Why?
Because the pizza fucking sucks out there.
Yeah. But
So there's nothing to talk about.
But
if you want to talk about sushi and Mexican food, you got arguments in California.
This is a longer conversation probably with just the two of us, but I think, culturally, you're always sitting down in Los Angeles. You're always standing up in New York. You're always in the car,
It's
right?
two different
or
vibes.
you're always walking. There's like so many different things, and there is no walking neighborhood outside of Hollywood. Joe's is already there. People in Hollywood don't necessarily appreciate pizza. I think there's a lot of sushi places that are more scenes than really. It's like a scene instead of the food. And I think the food here is much better. I mean, that's another thing is like, I don't really take like a cheat day because Kate and I last night, it was between going to Aunt Jake's, which is like a all fresh hand cut pasta place, or this new place called Boomoo, which is like Japanese fusion or whatever. So we went there and we ate really healthy. I had
So you left hungry.
fried chicken. That's right. No, but we were having like, by the time we got to any sort of noodle dish, we were taking that home. And so we were eating like hamachi. And so there's also a thing where it's really easy in New York to eat really, really healthy. I mean, if you want fish, sometimes Kate and I she doesn't want to do this because we just got sick. But sometimes I'll just eat oysters for a meal. I'll just eat fucking 18 oysters, and that's it. And that's not, oysters, I think, are 30 calories or something like that, or 74 calories.
And that's it. That's dinner at 2:00, and then he's done.
Yeah,
And then
I will do that.
12 hours later, and
That's
he's
not
asleep.
even
And if you get
for me.
sick, then you can really,
Then it's a party.
But I think, we also stopped eating at like 10 or 11. Like Kate has one friend where she doesn't eat until 11 or midnight. But outside of that, we usually eat at like 5 or 6.
That's like my dad.
Last night even we were like, yeah, exactly. It's almost like this like Olive Garden thing where it's like early bird special. But I can't tell you the number of times that we have gotten to a restaurant. They're like, we're not open. We don't open until 5. And we're like, cool, we'll be here at 5. Is that okay? We'll be here right at 5. So that's another thing, which is if you finish eating by 6 and you stay up till midnight, that's 6 hours between your last meal. And then when I am cutting weight, I don't drink water for 2 hours before I go to sleep.
Water.
Nah, I can't.
They say you're supposed to drink a big glass of cold water to fill your stomach up to make you not eat at night. That's
You
my
can, but
biggest problem.
If you're not eating anyway. No. But here's why you eat at night. Because.
No, I eat late at night.
Yeah.
I think.
Dude, I had a whole bowl
of.
of penny vodka at 3:00 in the morning last night.
We should hang out. I feel like me and you would be best friends.
I was just in my bed watching It's Always Sunny, just eating vodka with a can of Pepsi.
Yeah, I
and
love
my
that.
dog just attacking me.
Just eating vodka.
And my
Yeah.
wife is just assed out.
I ate 2.
She's gonna appreciate that.
But it's like not even. It's like
This
not even.
is New York.
But it's like not even attractive. I'm not even like leaning up. I'm like halfway on the bed, the board on the bed. And I have the pasta bowl like right here, so I'm just.
Yeah, I know. And I ate, yeah, exactly. So, but if you're not really eating at night, then you wake up really hungry. So what I do is, this is also maybe something people don't know. I can't believe that this isn't more common knowledge in terms of cutting weight. But Kate will do this too, but when it's time for me to cut weight, I'll flip my metabolism. So when you don't eat at night, then you wake up and you're really hungry. So then you need to eat in the morning, and then you don't need to eat at night. If you don't eat in the morning, which is most people are like, I don't know, I haven't eaten breakfast. What are we going to get some food at 2 p.m.? What the fuck? So of course at 11 p.m. you're like, I've had a couple of drinks. I'm going to eat a burrito or something like that. When you flip your metabolism, then you eat in the morning, and then you're not really hungry the rest of the day.
Then you have a couple of drinks in the morning.
Yeah, right.
You have a burrito at noon.
You completely
You
flip
it.
it. But, I mean, was that a thing that you did? Were you eating at night a lot? Because that's the real thing. If you eat and go to sleep in the next hour,
Dude, it's so bad.
you just gain all of that weight.
It's
Anything
so
that
bad.
you ate goes
I do that probably
immediately.
5 days a week. I really do. I eat at 1 a.m. all the time.
And the other two, he's just like eating just dust.
Dude, I can't wait to get home and eat. It's my favorite part of the day.
And you work in a pizzeria all day.
Yeah.
By the way, this is what I was trying to get at before is they built this business. Like, they didn't have the lines they had. They were handing out free slices.
Yeah.
Hell no, though.
Like,
Me
they were
and my
really-
dad, my mom, dude, taking a Sicilian just fastball 95 at your face. Take a slice, eat it, try it. My dad didn't care about that. He wanted to get the name. Honestly, for the first couple of years, I gotta give my dad. My dad is my all-time hero, man. I love my father.
He's a great.
He started this business from nothing, dude. He didn't do
Just-
pizza since he was a kid.
But
With my
I-
grandfather.
Just
I also-
mugging tourists on the street with pizza. Hey, yo, get over here.
Yeah,
Take a
Times
slice.
trying to
Square,
slice.
just pushing it in people's faces from Wyoming. One of the things is that I also don't think that there are many, at least in Manhattan, because I don't know a lot about Brooklyn but I don't know that there are many pizza places that have a reputation at all, but certainly not one of this caliber. So,
There's a handful of them.
but not a lot. And I have a friend who has a podcast or a radio show, Roland Campos.
Oh, yeah, friend of the show.
And he really, really is passionate about pizza. And he's steered me to a couple places that are really good, but it just isn't even in the same league as what you guys are doing.
Well, a lot of the time when I grew up eating pizza, it's just a natural thing. Being Italian, being a kid, Brooklyn, Manhattan, wherever the fuck you're from, you eat a lot of pizza growing up, but you really stick to the ones that you know. You don't really venture out. You're not gonna go to Little Romeo's, the Fifth Pizza. You're gonna go to the one that you know. You're either gonna go, if you're from Brooklyn, you're either gonna go to the Farrah's, you're gonna go to Tono's, you're gonna go to L&B. Those are like the big three.
and I think the older
and a lot
that
of the
you
people,
get, why
they're-
would you waste that meal?
Yeah.
You know?
Because they were good when we were. They're still really good, but a lot of those people, they don't have fresh blood in them. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Dom DeMarco, and DeFaris, he's 93 years old. The dude's still making pizza. It takes an hour and a half just to get a pie. There's no fresh blood going into a lot of these pizzerias. If you like, I've done like not pizza conventions, like pizza Q&As and stuff like that. Dude, I'm the youngest person that's
Yeah.
in that room,
Well, I also think,
and I'm one of the only few Italians too.
I also feel like you're not. I've hung out with you enough in different situations that you're not sort of like, oh, it's a family business, that you're passionate about what you're doing. And again, it's not just pizza. It's like the experience. And I think it's really amazing. I've been so happy to come here and see it just grow and grow and grow. And I also am lucky that, people are always like, oh, New York. Okay, well, I'm visiting New York. Where's the best pizza place? I have the answer immediately.
Yeah.
So there is no need for me to be like, well, you could go to, I go, here's where it is. It's in South Houston. It's called Prince Street Pizza. Go there.
And it's great that the owner and the owner's son, they're here. They're working. They're
Yeah.
actually involved, which is unheard of. Like, that's what really makes
Well,
it good.
and
is
if you
care.
weren't, it
Take
wouldn't be
back
as
the
good.
first thing. The second thing is true.
Oh, really?
The
That's
owner's
not-
son is not here. To see my father come here is like seeing Sasquatch riding a Loch Ness monster.
No, he's not.
Never.
But, you know,
He got me. There's no reason. I told him. No, straight up, dude. I told him to stay home. I was like, dude, stay home. I got this.
when he's
No
here, you know
problem.
you're going to get a great slice, but same with Dominic, you know? I mean, it's really, and it is so, it's not.
The boss is here. You want the boss here. Is what I'm saying. That always makes it
And you want
better.
the person that's overseeing everything and cares about it being great to be here. And that's the thing. So another thing is that I don't find myself. I looked at the picture you sent me of you and Ben Bailey.
Oh yeah.
And I saw all that food, and that's not really, you know, I don't eat cake. I don't eat, like, I'll eat ice cream, but I'm not gonna have.
I've eaten cake with you.
Yeah,
I'm just
truly.
saying.
But I'm saying I don't go. I could really go for some cake or some sweets, or, you know. I mean, I would say the only thing. It's kind of Italian food, but it's like I would say the only thing is, like, you know, Kate and I'll have pasta every so often, but the rest of the time she's a pescatarian, so we're also really just eating seafood, and I eat a lot of seafood.
I love seafood.
So
dude.
you know, that's not. You know, I'm just not. And the other thing is, I love hamburgers because I think that's another American art form. So I will do that, but that's not so bad for you. You know,
Where's the best hamburger? If this is the best pizza, where's the best hamburger?
Peter Luger's.
Peter
Really?
Luger's.
You
That's
think
an
so?
interesting call. Interesting
Hands down.
Oh, now we're really gonna get into
call.
it.
Yeah, all
I
right.
mean,
you can only get it during lunch.
BRGR.
Wait, who's that guy from the New York Times?
I know who you're talking about.
Fuck him.
Not even-
Fuck
I
him
don't
in his
even need the
fucking
name.
face.
Boy.
If you know who I'm talking about, fuck that guy. No,
we were
I think-
we were discussing it on the podcast past 3 weeks. He
Where do
dogs
you get
Lugers.
the balls to try and pull your pants down and take a shit on the mecca of steakhouses? That is
I mean-
Peter Luger's. That place is a landmark. How dare you?
Well, and I think Fort Charles prime rib is the best for me. The best, like, meat, the best chops. But I will say that, you know, hamburger wise, it's like, it's kind of tough. It's like BRGR if you want like a counter burger. But I don't think you can really beat. I was on the road with Dustin Chafin, and we always get, like, you know, a burger every place. And we had, everyone's like, oh, best burger in Columbus, Ohio. Best. You're never going to have a better burger. And we went, it was just terrifyingly horrible.
Oh,
But the best burger, I mean, interrupt you.
No.
The best burger that I ever had in my Peter Luger's is the best in New York, hands down. The best burger I ever had is in, correct me if I'm wrong, it's Silver Lake, California. Silver
Yeah,
Lake?
that's right.
It's called Burgers Never Say Die.
Oh, yes, but that's a pop-up.
No, it's permanent now.
That's really?
Yeah.
Okay, because that is very famous. But so in Los Angeles, oh, here we go. Hollywood Burger on Hollywood Boulevard is really a great burger. And then we went, but those are all like Tommy's, and, you know, those are kind of more in and out. It's like more fast foody.
I hate In and Out.
But I will say, watch it. What
What are they going to do?
Nothing.
They're going to hit me over the head with the Priuses?
No, I'm just kidding.
They might slap a restraining order against me.
it's our most violent episode yet.
Good.
Those
I love it.
pansies.
You know, Minetta Tavern has the Black Label burger, and I just don't think you could. So I came back and I brought Dustin to Minetta Tavern, and we had a Black Label burger almost to wash away the shit of Columbus's famous hamburger. and it's really special. But then again, I won't do that but once a month. Or, you know, I just that is I kind of, like you're saying, I kind of save, you know, those moments, because if you have too many, you can't do it. And you know, it's funny too. It's not expensive here, obviously, but it's reasonable. But it's a little bit more expensive than your regular slice.
100%.
Minetta Tavern, that burger is very expensive. So I like also to do that. It's like spend the money on the great food, and then kind of don't do the. When I first got here, I kind of would have 99-cent. You know, pizza.
Dollar slice.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dollar
Yeah,
slice.
yeah. You're taking your life into your own
fresh
hands.
is
Yeah,
really
yeah.
great. Yeah.
Disgrazia.
Yeah.
But you gotta hit
Dominic,
his
how much is a
disgrazia.
slice?
Yeah.
How much
is a slice?
Like a regular slice?
Yeah.
$3.30.
That's not bad at
But
all. I
what's
mean, when
the-
I was in high
what's
school, it
the
was
Sicilian?
$2.75.
What's the Sicilian slice?
The pepperoni?
Yeah.
$4.90.
Yeah. So it's not. I'm saying if you want 2 slices, that's $10. You know, but it's worth it.
It's a whole
way
meal.
worth it. Yeah, it's way worth it.
It's a whole meal.
What's
in
your
itself.
go-to? You know, you're talking about cheat day. What is your go-to meal?
I feel like it's steak, but
Why is that? That's not bad for you.
well, yeah. I don't do it every night. You know, and when I go steak, I go big. I go like 24 ounces. I get like
Like a porterhouse?
Yeah, a ribeye, long bone ribeye.
Just stick your foot in it. Just destroy
just
it.
give yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Oh
You
yeah.
probably chew on the bone for the next 2 hours.
Oh yeah. That's how you say
But
thank you to the chef. You know, on the phone.
But I thought, wouldn't it be something really like bad? No, you're.
Well, I mean, like I used to eat a lot of French fries, but I think I just kind of got bored.
But
of
what's
them.
really bad for you in moderation? Honestly,
Moderation is the key. Sure.
What is really bad for you? Like no
I think
bullshit.
heroin?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
And Ryan and I are heroin brothers.
I set myself up for that one.
What used to go through this basement?
Heroin.
Yeah.
Oh.
Those were the Ray's days.
No.
Those are the Rays. No.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
just flour
no,
now.
Prince Evie's is just
Just
flour.
pepperoni. Trust me. We're the
No,
yo. You know what's crazy? I'll give you a crazy fact. For the pepperoni that we buy, we are the biggest buyers of pepperoni from this company in the world.
Wow.
We go through
Yeah, but it makes
150
sense. I mean,
boxes of pepperoni
There are
a
people
week.
outside arguing about whether or not this person is in line or not. I mean, you're selling a lot. How many slices do you think you sell a day?
I'll be very honest. I get that question a lot, and
Yeah,
honestly, I don't know. I don't keep count. I think it's bad luck.
But it's got to be hundreds and hundreds.
Yeah, I honestly, I wish I can give you an honest. It's like the same time when people like I'm outside like on Friday and Saturday nights doing like security. They're like, how long? They're like,
What don't you do?
nothing. I do everything.
Yeah, he does it all. He's doing
When
a
I'm
fucking
outside
podcast right now.
When I'm outside doing security, they're like, how long's the line? I'm like, honestly, I don't know. They're like, how don't you know? I'm like, because if I tell you 20 minutes and it
Yeah.
becomes 30 minutes, then I'm fighting with you in the street. If I tell you 10 minutes and it's 20 minutes, it's just a bit of a problem. I'm just trying to be Switzerland over here and just tell you I don't know. It moves fast. Is that all you need to know?
This is the only guy.
Dude, you know how many
who's-
fights I get
who's
into over here,
involving
bro?
Switzerland and pizza in one foul swoop. We went
Dude,
into
people get
Switzerland and
fucking
fights.
crazy
I'm
here.
sure. Well-
dude, I've been upstairs. Do you know how many fights I've been into in this place, bro? More than what I should. More
No,
than what a
and-
pizza person should.
And what's funny? Pizza
Well, you have the temperament for it. I think.
I think.
I don't. I'm not Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse. I don't have the temperament. I'm the guy he fires in the
You're
beginning.
Patrick Swayze in Dirty Dancing. I think
The time of my life.
I think that this is also a place where you got a really long line. It's like a lot of people, but it's not about hype or anything. We went to a a restaurant last night where you go in and it's a very small art gallery, and you open one of the paintings, and you go in through the painting.
You go through the painting.
To a French restaurant, and they weren't letting anybody in without reservations, but they made an exception.
Sure.
That is so absolutely about hype. We didn't eat there, so I can't speak to how good the food is, but I think there's a lot of stuff in New York where it's like.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's really based on the hype of it. How hard is it to get in? How long is the line? But I think, and Dominic just stepped away. I think that this is a place that's the real deal. I mean, everything really. There's a reason that it's difficult to get a slice, and some people have to walk by and be like, "I only have an hour for lunch, and it's gonna take a half an hour to get in here."
But
So
it's
I gotta
also
go
very
somewhere else.
simple too, because anybody can walk up, and if you do have the time, it's not exclusive. What do you say? $10, 2 slices. Anybody
Yeah.
can just show up and get yourself 2 slices.
No, I think that's for sure. So, how often do you eat pizza, Ryan?
Oh, but I haven't had a slice of pizza in probably like 6 months.
Really?
It's just not my go-to. Yeah. I'm excited for this. This is
Really?
Yeah.
And I love that your cheat day is like steak. Do you eat mashed potatoes?
You know what? I've been leaning away from the carbs lately just because I don't like the way they make me feel.
That's bad for you?
I think, obviously, if you have a big steak and then you have the appetizers that might be the Canadian cut bacon.
You like cheese?
Cheese is great.
I love that this podcast is called Cheat Day, and your cheat day is like almost a paleo.
Oh, you
diet.
don't even know,
No,
man.
but I'll
I
say
get
this.
wildly out of control. I'll end up at Taco Bell at like 3 a.m.
But
negotiating.
So that's exactly it, though. As I cut weight, whenever I do that, it really becomes about the timetable. So if you eat Taco Bell in the morning, or I can
Your
eat,
life, you've made some bad choices.
You have,
You're at Taco
you
Bell.
have the saddest life. No,
And we're in a basement of a pizzeria.
You can have 2 or 3.
Oh my gosh!
We just
You
got
can have
ambushed.
you can have 2 or 3 hamburgers in the morning. You just can't eat
Wow.
after 3 p.m.
Dominic just
This
brought
is
out
really
a full
exciting.
pizza of the pepperoni.
It's
Squares.
really exciting.
You can smell it
I'm
too.
so excited. So one other thing for me is that I feel like I just don't do well with moderation, and so I kind of have to flip from one extreme to the other. And that's probably something I should work on, and I think Kate is really good at. But by the same vein,
my gosh.
By the same vein, you kind of have to do what works for you.
Dom,
But I was going to ask you this also, and that is, isn't this exciting?
it's unreal
This
looking.
is
So
amazing.
exciting.
This is. I'm going to go outside and sell this to the people online.
Gonna upcharge it. Really? I love it. So, this is so exciting.
Yeah, Dom,
So-
you got to tell us what we have here. Dom just
Yeah,
served
yeah.
us amazing pizza.
I'm back.
Yeah.
You got the
gotta
spicy
get it
spring
what's
slice,
up.
bro.
Yeah,
Trademark.
this is it.
TM, bro. Trademark, man.
It's piping hot.
This is
Right
this
out
is-
of the
Give it a second. Give it a
So,
second.
Yeah.
so now I worked in a pizzeria for 8
Oh,
years, so I'm
God.
familiar with that. This is a Sicilian slice, but it almost looks like a thin Sicilian, not a grandma, but like a.
No.
It's not a big fat doughy like it's a Sicilian.
Are you going more on like deep dish or like Detroit style? Because
I
there's
have
a
a whole
difference.
joke about how when you get a slice of pizza, the ratio of wanting to eat it when you know it's too hot.
I've heard
to
that joke. It's a
waiting
good joke.
until-
It's a long
is,
joke for what it is.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah.
All right.
So
I'm
it's-
going to take off, you guys. This is a
Yeah,
great
this
podcast.
So Dominic, tell us what this is. Describe this slice for me.
Describe it.
Yeah.
It's the fucking best.
Thank you, Dominic.
what
Masterful.
if we were
an
to get
artist
this-
with words.
yeah. If we were to get this at another pizza place, what makes this one here better than somewhere else?
Honestly,
Everything.
dude,
Everything.
it's original.
Everything.
You never seen it? Have you ever seen anything like that until I started doing it? No. And I use good ingredients. That's the biggest thing about my pizzeria that I think that separates me from a lot of people. I won't use ingredients that I wouldn't eat myself.
Now, where do you get the sauce from?
We cook the sauce. That's my grandfather's recipes
Where do you get the ingredients from?
from our food distributor.
Yeah.
Which
And-
is.
I can't tell you that.
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
I
These
hear
are
that stuff.
secrets.
But the dough, the cheese, it's not too much cheese. The pepperoni is, people are copying your pepperoni, and it's just the best.
Listen, they're going to do what they want to do. They screwed themselves in that one because now you're always going to be forever compared to
All right.
mine.
That's true too. But
I got napkins right over there, Cuzzy.
do you want to talk about
I want to ask
the
you about
rip-off or no?
I want to ask about the flour. What kind of flour do you use?
All Trump's high gluten flour.
Okay. Is it 00? Does that mean anything to you?
What the fuck is that?
Nothing. Gotcha.
No, that's Roland always talks about that.
Yeah. Imported from Naples. Okay.
They
what
don't
kind
need
of?
to.
I know. No,
Too
it's
good.
amazing. What kind of tomatoes?
Alta Cacina tomatoes.
Okay.
Wow. It fucking works, man. I mean, it is.
Oh no, it works more than works. So it's a
And-
Sicilian piled high with pepperoni on top of it.
Crispy crust, not too crispy. The dough is so pillowy. And we could have a whole nother podcast about hamburgers.
Really nice cheese. You want? Yeah, the cheese looks
Yeah.
very nice.
Be-
It's
because-
fresh mozzarella. Yeah.
Because, I think a hamburger is all about proportion. But this is the only pizza I've ever had where the proportions feel perfect. It's perfect.
You know what we haven't talked about yet is this a thing? Am I correct on this? New York City pizza, a lot of it is due to the water here.
100%.
That too. We haven't
Really?
touched on.
100%. Because I've been to LA the past 4 times
Yeah.
in the past year to do food events and stuff like that. The water really does make a difference. New York, and I know it's like a big running joke that the water doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all bullshit. Dude, New York legitimately has the
Yeah.
best water.
They do.
No
It all
bullshit.
comes from upstate.
So if you open a place in LA, what are you gonna do?
They have the stuff that you can attach to the sink to make it mock New York water.
Really?
Filtration system, yeah.
But I don't know. There was only one place in New York that had great Philly cheesesteaks, and that's a real go-to. But it was 99 miles to Philly, and they brought the bread in from Philadelphia because they said the water there really makes a difference. And the only other places now are Wogie's and Shorty's, and it's just I won't even eat there anymore. It's just not good enough. I'll wait till.
There's so many other places going to cheesesteak. There's so many other places than Pat's and Geno's that people actually don't know about. And I actually like to discover that. My dad brought me home a cheesesteak.
I think Jim's is.
There's so many. It's like their Philly cheesesteak is our pizza.
Yeah.
Now, you were telling me you have acid reflux, right, TJ?
That sucks, dude. I got that too.
Which will be a problem later today
Say,
because I'm about to get a second one.
You're like, I stay away from tomatoes, and I'm watching you eat a slice piled high with tomatoes.
The only reason that slice would give you a little bit of agita is because it's a little bit spicy. But that's not a raw sauce. Those sauces that go on my Sicilian are cooked for 4 to 5 hours every day.
The sauce is my favorite part of this.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Spicy. It's a
You
nice
could throw
spicy
that sauce
sauce.
on pasta right now. It's a Fra Diavolo sauce. 100%.
Isn't it amazing?
It's awesome. Yeah, it's very
Fucking
good.
amazing. It's amazing. And I mean,
I heard that crunch.
I know, I love it.
That was good.
But and what is the? See, Ryan is like, I'll have 2 bites and that's it.
I'm
Moderation.
yeah, it's delicious. It's fantastic.
I'm eating the full thing.
yeah, of course.
But I'm having a second one. But I feel like why go anywhere else? I guess, and I'm not. You know me well enough.
Nah,
I'm
dude. If it
not
ain't
like-
broke, don't fix it.
But I'm not just blowing smoke. It's like this is a really fucking for me personally, this is a perfect piece of art. And sometimes I think food is art, and Kate feels that way absolutely.
You're right.
And this to me is you're sort of. Why would you go anywhere else? So I really don't eat pizza anywhere else. I go on the road and I'll eat. Somebody says, "Oh, this is great. You got to try this." So sometimes I'll do that on the road, but less and less because I'm finding more and more that if you live in, I hate to bring it back to this, but if you live in Columbus, Ohio, or Toledo, Ohio,
Does it really suck that bad?
Really hate Ohio, don't you?
Even Cleveland. How's Cleveland?
it's a tough one. No, but I just feel like they say this is the best of this thing, and it is for the city. But we're really lucky that here in New York, we have access to some of the best stuff in the world. And
And that slice was phenomenal, by the way.
and I'll say
Really.
every place I go does have a really beautiful hidden secret, even in Columbus or Cincinnati or Toledo or Cleveland. I only tour in Ohio.
Love Ohio, dude.
Yeah, I love it. And
I thought the best thing to come out of Ohio was Dave Chappelle.
I mean, it still lives there. I think though, when I come back here, if I'm gonna get pizza, it's only here. If I'm gonna get a hamburger, it's at BRGR or Minetta Tavern. And if I'm gonna get sushi, I try and say to Kate, like, let's just hold off until we can go to Omakase Room by Tatsu, because it's just perfect. It's just perfect.
So what are your hours here, man? This pizza's outstanding, man. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Sunday through Thursday, it's 10 to 11, and then Friday and Saturday, it's 10 to 2 a.m.
Wow. All right, so let's get some plugs in. We're gonna finish this pizza. We're gonna get TJ another slice. Lance?
Yeah, I'm having another slice. Yeah.
Yeah, you want anything? Want to plug anything?
Oh. I'm at Party with Lance everywhere.
Love everywhere.
Everywhere.
Even offline.
Yeah,
He's
everywhere.
talking about in life.
Coming to a basement near you.
Are you still at Not Teenage Millionaire?
Yeah, well, I'm a Teenage Millionaire on Instagram, at not TJ Miller
Yes,
on
I got them
Twitter.
confused.
TJ Miller does not have a website where my hot sauce is available now. I have my own line of
Do you put hot
sauces.
sauce on pizza?
What?
Do you put hot sauce on pizza?
Not this pizza.
Okay.
I won't fuck with
I'm
this
staring
pizza.
at you.
Wait, tell us
vigorously.
about the sauce.
I know. But
I was waiting
Can
for
you
you
tell
to
us
say
about the
something.
sauce since we're...
Yeah, so I worked with family friends, the Lins, and the Scoville Brothers hot sauce, and I wanted something that was I wanted something for everybody. So we did a chipotle sauce that's a little hotter than chipotle hot sauce usually is. It's usually just smoky and kind of not hot. I did it's called Extreme Gangster Heat, and that's kind of if Tabasco gave a shit. So it's much more habanero, but kind of with real kick and flavor. And then I have one called fucking intense ghost pepper type shit.
Jesus.
And that's just really hot, but it has some flavor behind it. Because I hate hot sauces that are just hot for the sake of being hot. And I'm touring nonstop nationwide, and you can see me all over the country, specifically in Ohio.
Can we buy hot sauce at the shows?
You can, absolutely. But you can also get it online, and it's really, I'm passionate about hot sauce. Not as passionate as I am about pizza, but definitely love it. And
I think
if you're in New York City, come see me at the comic strip or Ryan's show on
Comedy
Sundays.
Cellar, 8:30 and 10:30. You can see me and Lance there. TJ's there also. If you like hot sauce, maybe we can get TJ to his hot sauce to sponsor the podcast.
I'll do that.
Dominic, plug the pizzeria. Plug yourself, man.
At Dom_Morano, at PSP_NYC, and my closing statement is, if you see me in the pizzeria, I'm here all the fucking time. Come up, talk to me, bullshit. I don't care. Just don't ask me for ranch, because I will call you a garbage person and tell you go fuck yourself.
I mean, really. And you know what? I will say that. I have seen a couple people in
the
here
first
be
plug
like,
that's ever been a threat.
be like, this has been a very aggressive podcast, which I love.
That's how you know it's good pizza.
But they, I think some people do kind of get here and go, oh, do you have Parmesan, or do you have
No, I have
chili?
Parmesan.
Yeah, but they'll sort of say, do you have chili flakes or whatever? And I'm like, just don't touch it. It's just perfect.
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Oh,
Wow, he's pissed. You can't see his face.
this is a
across the
question
line.
I wouldn't have asked. But how do you feel?
It's not pizza.
It's sacrilege.
I
your
actually
whole family.
No.
He's
listen.
locking the basement. I'm a little
No,
concerned.
listen. I don't get as mad about pineapple on pizza as mad as I get when people come in the store and ask me for ranch. Yo, are you fucking kidding me? What are you doing with that?
All right.
Ranch is made for salad. It's not made for pizza.
This is a Colorado question because this is real. What about honey for the crust?
No.
Interesting.
No.
That's a big thing. Bojo's Pizza in Colorado is
Not on
They give you
mine, at
honey.
least. I've had slices in California that have that hot honey shit. It's not bad. It's not bad. But me, I'm what I like to call a cunt. I'm just a pretentious cunt bag. So I'm going to do the best
really
I
closing
can.
it out.
Yeah, it's just, he's friendly. It's like
This-
family here.
This pizza is legitimately my first child. And you're not going to hoard around and put your dirty condiments on it. It's just not. You're not putting ranch. If you go upstairs on my oven, I have a sign. I had to make a goddamn sign to stop fighting with people. It says, no, we do not serve ranch, blue cheese, ketchup, mayo, etc. Well, I had a girl come in here and ask for tuna. I said, where the fuck do you think you are? Are you serious?
And I just to give a shout out to all of the pizza here. It's not just this slice is famous. It's amazing. But Kate doesn't eat pepperoni. She doesn't eat meat.
Pesto slice.
And the pesto slice is so good. You have a margarita slice that is just out of control. So that's the other thing that's interesting is I have a go-to here. I'm always going to order that slice. But you guys just do it all so well and so artfully. And so that's a really fun thing, too, is I come with Kate, who doesn't eat meat, and she's always excited. She's like, oh, my God, I can't wait. And I think I've told you this, but when talking about cheat days, this is real, I have avoided walking near here so that I don't eat pizza. So if I'm cutting weight especially, but just in general, I'll be like, I'm walking down Bowery. I think I'm going to find my way further east so that I'm not tempted on Prince Street to be like, I can take a right here and sort of, maybe I'll get some coffee, and then I'm fucking eating 3 slices of
Maybe we are putting heroin in the pizza.
Jesus.
Who knows?
What's going on? Yeah, so if TJ's late for a meeting, he had to take the long way.
Dude, you
He's
ever had my
cutting weight.
vodka slice?
No, Kate has.
Dude, my vodka. Don't tell me Kate.
What's on the vodka slice?
Why? What's in it?
Don't ever tell her.
What is it?
There's meat in the vodka sauce.
Yeah, there would be, right? There's sausage.
There's meat in the vodka sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she had one. No,
Yeah.
we will not
Don't
tell her.
ever tell her. Kate, don't listen to this.
That's why she likes this.
There's
It's
Virginia.
delicious.
I was going to say,
There's Virginia.
luckily she doesn't listen to anything I do, so there's no chance she'll ever
Don't
listen
ever
to
let
this.
her eat that again. Just be like, don't do it.
Okay,
No,
what's
I
the-
think or let her eat it again because she loved it.
And then she'll be like, fuck.
No,
Is
she
it just
loved
cheese in the vodka sauce, or do you put
It's mozzarella, vodka sauce, and pecorino, but my vodka
no
sauce.
penny? There's no penny noodles on it?
What?
I'm asking. I'm trying.
What? Put pasta on pizza?
yeah, people
Get
do
the
it.
fuck out of here,
Dude, this is a dangerous
Dude,
place.
Ryan, I love you, bro, but my biggest.
I'm not doing it.
Listen,
I don't
listen.
got a pizzeria.
No. My
Love you,
biggest
bro,
thing.
But I'm gonna slit your throat right now
No,
with
no,
this
no.
fucking pasta.
No,
on
you
pizza
guys,
shit.
listen. You guys,
It's a
are
penny slice.
You
No one's
guys are
ever heard-
fucking awesome. Yeah, that's for the fucking nickel and dime people that want to put penny in fucking fried ravioli. Listen. I told you 2 minutes ago, I'm a cunt when it comes to my pizza. I keep it simple and I keep it easy. Why are you gonna mess with something that doesn't need to be messed with?
How many slices do you offer?
9. I have a regular slice, a margarita slice, a vodka slice, a pesto slice, a plain Sicilian, pepperoni Sicilian,
which is great. The plain
I have a
Sicilian's great.
grandma slice, which is a thin crust margarita with fresh garlic on it. And I have a one that's like out of the norm. It's called sfincione. It's a Sicilian with breadcrumbs, sauteed caramelized onions, and a little bit of marinara sauce and a little bit of pecorino. That's like the only slice
that
that's like out of the
I
norm.
can feel Ryan right now
wanna-
being like,
No, that's my-
breadcrumbs.
I was like, I have a question, but he might punch me.
No. Yeah.
So it's like a baked clam slice almost, right?
What the?
No, wait.
Yo, listen.
Now we're in
I gotta ask you a question.
Hold on. We're in a good place because I did want to ask you this and I completely forgot.
Go ahead.
The clam pizza,
Yeah.
right? It was made
Sacrilegious.
famous- Really?
Yeah.
Because it's famous from Brooklyn, right?
I don't know where it's famous from, but it's sacrilegious. I don't put fish with cheese. That's a mortal sin in my family.
Yeah, and you know what?
I want Dominic's 10
people
pizza
go
commandments.
Crazy. I
That's
know,
what- that's
we
your
should.
homework. I
You
want
should have-
Dominic's
Oh, that'd
10
be
You
great.
should
pizza
have it up there.
commandments.
You should have it
Oh,
upstairs.
yeah.
But then I talk like this, and everybody's like, "Yo, fuck you! I pay for the slice. I'll do whatever the fuck I want with it.
Yeah,
this and that."
right.
So you say
Like,
there's a lot of
get
fights
outta
here. I can't.
Dude, I got into a fight 2 months ago.
I believe it. Do you hear yourself? Excuse me, sir. Do you have
Dude,
ranch?
dude.
Go fuck yourself.
Dude was
yeah.
gouging my eye out on the floor. I had to give him an old school, like 1885 Negroni Gangs in New York fish hook. I had 2 fingers in his mouth. I was pulling it. You thought I was like Leonardo DiCaprio in Gangs in New York. Man, Negroni almost got fish hooked by the
This
young
is
kid.
so great. I mean,
Amsterdam.
I love the idea of somebody being like, would you put some tuna on my boom? You just
What'd
lay
you just
flat,
fucking
horizontal.
say?
You just get a-
What'd you say?
What the fuck
I just
did you
asked it.
just
You say tuna? Did you fucking?
I think it's a lot.
Hold my apron.
Hey, you talking to me about tuna? You talking?
It's
to
a
me?
lot less. I'll look at you like a dead stare. I said, I'll just look at you and be like, what?
We
I'll
need-
make you feel small if you ask me for something stupid like
But
that.
that's-
I'm not going to get super aggressive right away. I'm just going to make you feel really stupid for even asking the question. I'm going to belittle you. Big time. But I'm not going to go super tough guy. I start getting like that when people think they can test me and think they can push me because I'm 6'4" Italian, which is really 5'10". That's the tallest we get. We don't get any taller than that. If you
Perfect.
see a 6 foot Italian, he has to be mixed. There's no other way. We get 5'10". After that, we shrink. But you're not gonna come like bitching me that we have no more pizza left. Like I don't want to hear you boo hoo. You're a grown ass man. Why are you crying that we have no more
What-
pizza left?
what
And then you want to call me a
percentage-
fucking asshole that I have no more pizza at 2:30 in the morning? Go fuck yourself.
What percentage of the pizza that you sell is this famous slice?
The pepperoni?
Yeah, 80%, 90%.
75.
Yeah.
75.
I mean, I think again, it is a actual piece of art.
I can't hold on to it for long. Like the minute they get out on the shelves, gone.
I see it. Yeah,
That's why when somebody comes in my store, it's like, "Oh, give me that slice. It's the freshest." I'm like, "Moron! They're all fucking fresh." I can't hold them for more than 10 minutes.
I want to eat here. I want to hang out here. Have a card game in the basement once a week.
Dude, you have
This
some
is-
laughs. If you even just like stand outside and just people watch, I do that sometimes. I'll just people watch. People are like, "Why the fuck are they waiting online for?" I'm like, "Because it's the best."
It is the
What do you
best.
think they're waiting online for? I'm not giving out
best.
free Travis Scott ones. Like, what do you think is happening?
It's the anger in his voice that makes it tasty.
I just hate people's opinions. That's my biggest problem. I hate people's opinions. Why do you have an opinion? Nobody asks you. Nobody cares.
Dude, I gotta say this.
I guess when we go ahead.
What I've been convinced on this podcast, TJ came in saying this is the best pizza in the world,
Mm-hmm.
and just the attitude you're bringing, it is. This is the authentic Italian,
So-
New York City Soho pizza slice.
But I would say this is the only pizza place in the world, actual world, where I would say this is not a cheat day. For this pizza, I do a cheat week.
Yeah, no kidding. This is
Dude, it's real. Listen, I'm 100% real, man.
Every single day.
I am who I am.
I did one time come every single day.
He did. I saw him every day.
And Kate came I think she came 3 times during it. But I was like, she's like, where are you? I was like, Prince Street Pizza. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? Get on a city bike and come back here. And I was like, I'll just take a cart. She's like, you need to walk. You're having pizza every single day.
Dude, it's crazy. I wish I was born in like 1985 running a pizzeria, dude.
You sound like you
it
are.
had to be. I have the
In the movie
ideologies
Goodfellas,
of the
yeah.
person that's working in 1985, but I'm not living in 1985. I'm living in 2019, and it just gets a little crazy here sometimes, and I just can't handle it. So don't put my back against the wall, because I'm gonna push back. You're fucking with the wrong one. I'm not the type of kid that's gonna be like, I'm gonna record my phone, I'm gonna call the cops. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Don't fuck with me. Listen to me.
You
gonna
opened with they care.
Listen, people gonna
They
listen
don't
to
care.
People are gonna listen to this podcast. If you're thinking that I'm a douchebag, I'm an Italian stereotype, you're gonna think a whole bunch of things. I get it. But at the same point, but you gotta understand, I do love my customers. I respect them, I respect this business, and I respect everything about it. If you're coming to my store, you're paying money for my slice, I love you. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck
like
who you
when
are.
you walk in here,
But if you
it's
ask
like
for tuna,
family.
so help me.
If you're gonna
ask
get
for ranch,
So help me God.
you're fucked.
Listen, if you're gonna get stupid with me, there's gonna be a little bit of a problem. But anybody that comes in here, dude, listen, white, brown, black, I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. You're all my fucking family. You're paying me for my product, and you're helping my family succeed in life, dude. I fucking love you. I don't give a shit. It doesn't matter to me. Like I tell everybody, listen, everybody's money's green. The fuck are you gonna do? But at the same point, again, I have to reiterate, don't fuck with me.
Yeah, there it is.
I think we need. Next time we have you on, I definitely want 10 Commandments of pizza. Dominic's
Yeah.
10
I'll get it. I'll
Commandments.
give it to you. I'll give it to you.
All right.
But you're not going. I mean, you hear him right now, and you see, like, as passionate as he is about not fucking with him, you are equally passionate about the pizza and family.
You have to be,
Yeah.
bro. You
And-
have to be.
and just the loyalty in general to customers, everybody. And so, I think that's the other thing is, like, you find a couple places in New York City where you just feel really comfortable and at ease. And this is one of those places.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe that's also what I come back for, is not just like, well, it's mostly the pizza. No, but you come in here because you're like,
It's a full experience.
Yeah.
100%. But at this, if you're gonna get into this, anything you want to do, you got to be passionate about it, man. Listen,
Yeah.
we were going to talk about it before. Dude, I'm a 5-year college dropout. I don't even have an associate's degree. That's 60 credits. I got 56. Thank God my father opened the store. I was supposed to be a baseball player. I was supposed to be all this shit, and I fucked it up all myself. That's my problem. I got to look myself in the mirror every day and see the guy that's looking back at me. And honestly, I'm not upset about it because my father gave me an amazing opportunity to make something better of myself, and I'm honestly not going to fuck it up this time like I have been in the past, because it just happens. But at the same point, there's a point where you got to grow up, and you got to put your balls up. You got to commit to something,
Yeah.
and this is what I chose to commit with. So that's why I speak the way I speak, I feel the way I feel, and I say the things I say, because I love this business. I love feeding people. I love the fucking faces that they make when they're eating the slices. I love bringing it to people. I love bringing joy. Pizza is the only food in the world that doesn't discriminate against anybody.
Well, and also everybody likes it.
Exactly.
Everybody likes pizza.
Exactly.
And I will say, just off of what you said, yeah, you make these mistakes in your life. 300 pounds. You bought that hoodie. All of us have sort of, you got to be passionate about what you're doing. And so I think that's what's fun about the idea of a cheat day is, like, designate what you love and what you're going to eat that you're passionate about, and then get the best of it. Get the best.
Just try not, give yourself one day not to be too hard on yourself.
Kate is not going to eat at a pasta place where it's not fresh pasta. We are not going to go to an oyster place ever again that is not getting fresh oysters. I am not going to go to a pizza place where I think I'm going to get less than what So make that day the best of what you want to go for. And then the rest of the time, don't eat after 6 p.m. and only have spinach and light meats.
And take a nice shit in the morning.
There you go.
This podcast got off the rails.
It got
was the
real
longest
deep
one
at
I've
the
ever
end.
This got off the rails. I love it.
I
I
love
love it.
I got to get
everything
another
about it.
slice. I got to get another slice.
Oh, absolutely. Your movie? You plug in your movie?
Yeah, so Underwater, Kristen Stewart and I did a thriller that's really something else. January 10th, see it. Dominic loved the...
The trailer was awesome, bro.
It's great.
I texted you the minute I saw it.
Yeah, you did. And I think you're gonna enjoy it. I think you guys will really
I
enjoy
saw the trailer
it.
too. It was good.
Yeah, and then the stand-in with Drew Barrymore, that's forthcoming. But come see my stand-up. You know, I'm gonna be near you soon. So just check
If you're in
TJ
Ohio.
TJ Miller does not have a website.com for all of my Ohio dates.
Dominic, check out Dominic. He's down here at Prince Street Pizza. He's the Prince of Pizza. Don't ask for tuna. He's still got his bat from his baseball days.
away from
I really do. It's a black Louisville Slugger. It's behind the Coke machine.
so knew he did too. I so knew he did.
Talking about ranch, right? Exactly.
It's covered in oil from all the grease from the flames.
And Ryan, besides Sundays,
Sundays 8:30 and 10:30 Sunday at the Cellar, or you can find me at RR Comedy. That's my website. That's my Instagram. All right, everybody. Good cheating.
This was fucking awesome, bro.
good cheat day.
Oh, we're
Thank
doing
you.
it again. You're coming back.
We're running it
Yeah,
back.
Still good.
We're running it back.
Oh, we're gonna do it
100%.
again. 100%.
100%.
All right, guys. Have a good one.
Later.
That was great.
That was
dude.
fucking awesome.
Thanks for listening to the Cheat Day Show podcast. To learn more about our show, the hosts, the comedians, our guests, our chefs, and more, visit our website, thecheatdayshow.com. Also, follow along with us on our social media at The Cheat Day Show on Instagram and Twitter. Future episodes can be found in all the places you get your favorite podcast. Our show is also sponsored by the world-famous Comedy Cellar on McDougal Street in New York City's Greenwich Village. Visit ComedyCellar.com for show lineups happening 7 days a week. Later, cheaters.